The Stranger on the Bridge. It was a foggy evening in London. Cars rushed past on the wet road, lights flickering through the mist. On Westminster Bridge stood a young man named Daniel. His hands gripped the cold railing, his eyes staring into the black river below. Life had crushed him, dreams shattered, debts piling up, friends who once laughed with him now gone. He felt invisible in a world that never stopped moving. Just when he thought no one cared, a voice cut through the fog. "Excuse me, are you okay?" Daniel turned. It was a stranger, a woman in her 50s, carrying groceries. She looked tired, but her eyes were filled with something he hadn't seen in a long time: genuine concern. "I'm fine," Daniel lied. But the stranger didn't walk away. She set down her grocery bag and leaned against the railing beside him. "You don't look fine. You look like someone who's fighting a storm." Daniel felt his chest tighten. No one had asked him that in months. Words tumbled out: his failures, his broken family, how he had lost his job, how he felt like a waste of space. He expected judgment, maybe pity. But the stranger just listened, nodding gently. When he finally stopped, she said quietly, "Do you know what I see? I see someone who's still here. That means your story isn't over yet. Do you really want your last chapter to end on this bridge?" Her words struck him like lightning. He had thought of life as a book already closed. But here was a reminder: it was still being written. The woman smiled. "I've carried burdens too heavy to imagine, nights where I thought I wouldn't see another sunrise. But do you know the strange thing about storms? They don't last forever. And when they end, the air is clearer than before." Daniel's eyes filled with tears. He looked at the river again, but this time differently. Not as an escape, but as a mirror. A reminder that even water keeps flowing forward, no matter what obstacles stand in its way. The stranger picked up her groceries, and before leaving, she pressed a small piece of paper into his hand. It was a simple note with 3 words: "You still matter." That night, Daniel walked away from the bridge. He didn't magically fix his life in one day, but he held on to that note. He got help, he worked slowly, and step by step, he rebuilt himself. Years later, he would stand on the same bridge, not as a broken man, but as a volunteer who saved others from making the mistake he almost made. He learned that sometimes one small act of kindness, one stranger's words, can pull someone back from the edge. Moral: life will push you down, storms will break you, and sometimes you'll feel invisible. But your story isn't over. As long as you're breathing, there are pages left to write. You still matter, more than you think.